G'day everyone, it's Kai again. It's time for another episode of Top Decks, and as you can see, solo again. Just how it is, right? I think next week things will go back to being a bit normal, and I'll probably be wearing just like a t-shirt instead of like a long sleeved jumper, right? But hey, it's getting cold, so maybe not. This week is kind of interesting. We had Daivangasai the previous week, and well, not the previous week, like the previous weekend, right? Which kind of like meant we got a lot of tournaments, we got a lot of decks, but in terms of the local level, I think like 2 days was basically just wiped off the map because everyone was just in Tokyo playing card games, which is good. We did get some new sets as well. We got like Festival Collection and Permanent Collection. I don't think we're going to see the big impact of those so much until like the next couple of weeks. Festival, we're definitely going to see some impacts because just Standard is much more played in Japan. But something like a Premium Collection where it's played less, the only people that will be playing the decks, like the newish decks, would be in like the tournament in Daivangasai playing. So like at a local level where Premium might not exist as much, probably won't be seeing it much this week. But maybe next week's Top Decks, you might be seeing something cool. Right, but and then I guess like next week when Festival Collection has more time to proliferate and just go around, we're gonna see more decks running the new stuff. But interestingly enough, just the impact of it. I mean, some of the decks do run the new cards, but a lot of the times, a lot of the decks just don't bother. Like they just don't need to, because they already got a huge solid engine anyway. Right, so yeah, it's a bit of a mixed batch, but hopefully we'll see soon. Right, soon. So let's kind of get started. Again, we always start off with Nirvana, and here we have our regular weekly high rarity Nirvana. Now, Nirvana always just sees more play though. Like we see a lot more results for Nirvana just at the beginning of each season. In a way, like in Festival Collection world, it's true, right? With Festival Collection just being released and Nirvana getting one of the better kind of releases, I have to say. There's a few more lists this week, but this one is not a new one. This one is just kind of an old list with full of SPs, so very nice. This one actually we get to see it. So this one's running 2 of the new cards, so 2 Amelias. This basically lets you just kind of superior right into the grade 4 ASAP, right? ASAP, which is cool. And just gives you like a bit of a head start over everyone else, if you think about it that way. Like her effect is just you counterblast 1 and point to soul, and then choose up to 1 unit with Nirvana in its card name for your hand, and you just ride it. Let's stand. Your opponent has to have a Vanguard that's grade 3 or higher though. So yeah, you can kind of do your grade 3 Nirvana stuff, and then you use this and go into grade 4 Nirvana and do that stuff pretty much. And that just gives you kind of an edge, right? It gives you an edge. Basically means you're going first every single time, except when you're not. But even when you go second, you still get to get the first grade 4 ride, which is quite important. Of course, it does use up a lot of CB though, because this requires a CB. And then the Nirvana effect as well also requires a CB. But then you get to like call 2 things out in one turn, which is pretty nice. You can combo it with like with arcs, but that'll be like 3 CB. So yeah, it's a bit iffy. It makes also your urge turns weird because you're normally supposed to have that like one turn where you can like multi attack with an urger, but now you kind of don't. But then you get a multi attack with Esperida maybe. So yeah, it's interesting. I do think it's still like a very good card, and we'll probably just see it come out like quite a lot of times. Here we have just 3 Amelia, right? 3 Amelia being run in just a regular deck, right? The regular Nirvana deck here. And then again here, this one is actually only running 1, but running 2 of the kind of the overdressed training kind of combo, which is okay. It's cool. Helps you dig, right? Helps you dig. And this person already going full 4 Amelia, right? 4 Amelia. And then 4 Esperanto and 4 Expector. It's like a really high count of the overdress for those. Like 4 Esperanto, sure. But Expector out of 4, that's a bit of a committal, I guess. It's pretty interesting. Normally you just don't see 4, right? You just see like 2, maybe even a 3 at sometimes. This guy with a grand total of 0. 0, but also this person's not running any Amelia as well. So it's just like a traditional build. And then here we have another traditional build as well with another new cards. And then finally, we have Yuki. So this, our buddy Different Fight played in the trio tournament in Daivangasai. They came top 8, and the team was DF, Haripin, and Yuki. And Yuki was taking now Nirvana list and just running 4 of the new Amelia card. And just rammed in, get it, hit top 8. It's good stuff. He says FesColle new grade 1, good work. All right, good work. Thank you to Different Fight and Haripin for fight together. Yeah, and you see this is kind of like when you look at this list, you see how this is just like a natural inclusion into the deck in a way, right? It just slots in the grade 1 slot, remove everything else that you don't need, and then bam, the deck just gets another option to high roll, right? Another option high roll. So good stuff. Next we have is just the Overlord, right? Overlords every week. It gets less and less Overlords maybe, but also remember this week is a bit of a weird one. So just a straight up Overlord list here, nothing too insanely special. This one as well, right? Very cool. And the last over list here too. What is it, loading? Randomly loading? This list here, right, is an example of like if you have pattern sleeves, sometimes like you know these bordered ones that come with I think it's the KMC, yeah. They tell you to kind of sleeve it inside. They put the border inside, not outside sometimes. So that can happen. Right, that can happen. Next we have the Bavs Sagas. Bavs Saga are kind of interesting. There's like a few more results this week for it. This person running 4 of these like dinosaur. This one's just like a Soul Blast 1 and you get 5k. When it attacks or boosts, you can Soul Blast 1 and you get 5k for each grade 1 or less cards on the field, on your side of the field. So you can get like a pretty big boost or a big boost in attack, right? For just one Soul Blast cost. Just a 1 Soul Blast cost. But yeah, this one is being played like this. Only 2 of the grade 3 though, which I kind of disagree with. You get another list here as well, much more traditional list. And then the other one is pretty much similar to what we saw before, where we see this kind of this dinosaur, right? This, just bear in mind, this one is, they're 2 different players, right? 2 different players, but I think they're at the same shop, or not the same shop, I guess. Well, it is the same shop, but I think it's a different location. But it's just kind of interesting how they're both running 4 of the dinosaurs. But otherwise, at least this person's running like maxed out of the grade 3. The grade 3 spear. The unit spear. Then we've got here again with the Uni Aqua OCG tournament, and here was the champion. With Bavs Saga again, right? A big Bavs Saga fan. Every week is a Bavs Saga. Every week also plays in 2 tournaments. So at the KG Hobbies Important Remote Fight D tournament, it was 2nd place. Apparently a lot of players came 2nd though. So yeah, 3 players came 2nd. It's kind of a... Is that a top 2 or a top 4? I think that still counts as a top 2, right? But yeah, again, just the Bavs Saga as well. If it works, why bother changing it, right? So good job. And then lastly, you got JC again. Nice. Look at this. He knows. At KG Hobbies Remote Fight Tournament Standard, got 2nd with Bav. So I think tied 2nd with Hero as well, right? Can't play V that much anymore because most locals host it every Saturday, and my uni decided to put all my important subjects on Saturday. Feels bad, man. I mean, but you have uni on a Saturday? Wow, that sucks. I was gonna say I wasn't a great student at uni, but then I'm like, wait, hang on, Saturday university? Wow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, priorities important, still important to focus on uni. But yeah, just get your fun when you can, right? Just get your fun when you can. But otherwise, good work. Next we have is the one Tamayura this week. I mean, I think surprisingly, out of every single, well, I guess is it surprising? You have to comment in the comments, right? But did Tamayura becoming one of the better decks out of everything in set, like the dual nations in set 5 be surprising? Because now when I think about it, I was like, well, Tamayura, man, it seems like whatever, right? But then when you think of the other dual nation clans, you have Chaos, you have Roroa, and you have Ava, right? And I think in terms of how high I'd rank it, I think Tamayura is better than them. So in a way, it was surprising, but in another way, it's not, right? It's not. But yeah, this is the one Tamayura this week. Also the one Bruce, right? Also the one Bruce. So here, very, very cool Bruce deck. But importantly, Bruce did make it in top position in the trio tournament, so it did do some work, right? Do some work. And then we got the Barrows, right? The Barrows, so the one Japanese Barrow list here. Again, just a very standard Barrow list. And this should probably be up here. This should be the ride line. And then here we have the Happy Tofu card game channel. And this is the Gado Gamer Secret Shop D tournament. First place Baromagnes deck used by Nevin Baid. Alright, so here. Alright, cool, good job. And then we have Alan Zoe. Had a blast at Crow's Nest yesterday. Shout out to Crow Trickster. Swiss placed second, top 8 placed 7th. And took Baromagnes. Yeah, Baro. Still good. Alright, good job, Alan. Then we have a PBD deck. Right? We skipped Bastions. Because surprisingly, there were actually no Bastions this week. They were all at Daivangasai, right? Playing a serious tournament. But yeah, actually no Bastions this week. Unless I totally missed a bunch of Bastions. But it's actually, we skipped all the way to Phantom Blaster Dragon. Yeah, running the Speed Dragon build, right? Speed Dragon, stuff it in via one of the 8 slots now. So actually getting higher in terms of, I think before a lot of people just ran the domain and then maybe like 1 or 2 of something else, but now they're running 4 Drilling Angel and 4 in the main just to stick in a Phantom Blaster Dragon to pop off quickly. So yeah, pretty cool. And then running Aldens, so it's kind of like a Bastion in a way, but not. And then we have another one here, which is basically the same idea, right? Except I think this deck is not focusing so much. Well, it wants to do the speed. It wants to stick in the dragon with the main, but otherwise the rest of the deck is just more focused on just doing normal things, normal blaster things, right? Which is make field, then eat the field maybe. Yeah, pretty much. Not that focused on just speeding in the dragon. If they get it, they get it. They don't, they don't. But that's the idea. That's pretty much the idea. Then we had MLB, right? MLB, but also just running a bunch of blaster stuff. You got the Javelin, you got the Maha. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. Kind of just speaks volumes about, I guess, the quality of cards in the deck, right? Because there just doesn't seem that much. It just doesn't seem that much. And then here we have is another one, another MLB, right? It is what it is. It's running control. It's a control MLB list, right? And then we have Thegrea, right? Thegrea, probably the other good deck from set 5, and just yeah, you just run Drill Angel, stuff in a Thegrea ASAP, right? And then you can just pop off the moment you ride grade 3, and then Persona ride every turn. And I think we've seen different builds on how you want to do that, but that's basically what it is right now. And you run this grade 3 that can kind of give you an extra drive, I think, when you Persona ride by stacking itself in. I think it's like CV2, something like that. So yeah, that is the most common list I think we've seen so far for Thegrea. There's been some changes, but yeah, they just kind of revolve around the same idea. Moving on to Magnolia. Magnolia, again, best deck, I think, in the format right now. Every build accessible with Magnolia. I think the most common one is Magnolia, and now people are kind of sticking in the new Maple as well, just to get free extra bodies on the board whenever you ride Grade 4 Magnolia. All right, so that's kind of cool, right? Just like these one-offs that make the deck kind of slightly better, right? Kind of evolve the deck in a way. And then we see like a not full ride line for Zorgnolia here. There's like just half pure 2, so that's cool. It's cool, interesting. This one just a pure Zorgnolia build with some different cards. I think the deck has slowly become like way more solved, right? Oh, this is a Harapin's list. This is a Harapin's list here. So I think this is getting close to a pretty solved list. A lot of people just running the Zorgnolia engine, and then things like you need to just run everything in the top 12 slots here. So you need 4 inlet, 4 end picks, and 4 Magnolia. You need to dedicate like at least 5 to 6 slots in the order zone. And then a lot of people are just running, so you basically are limited to just like these 9 slots here and what you want to put in, right? So here they like Panthera's gotten really popular recently, so then the slot size has just gone down to 5. So you basically have to pick in, okay, how many Gynoslot that I want to run, and what else do I want to run? That's like pretty much it. That's pretty much it. In terms of like the triggers, right? The triggers is like a lot of people are running heavy draws again, which is pretty crazy because this deck actually suffers from success because you can deck out pretty easily. You know, if you're inlet pulsing multiple turns, you're gonna draw, you trigger draws, you triple drive, and then suddenly you just run out of deck. So you got Bruce issues, right? You got Bruce issues. I do think it's still kind of important to run crits just to keep your opponent honest, because a lot of people will see a Magnolia deck and just not respect it in terms of like the Vanguard drive checking, because normally Magnolia just swings by itself as weak, so they're like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. I'll just like shoot a pass it, right? Normally they don't run that many crits anyway, so I'm not scared. But then suddenly like crits do come out and then just die. It's pretty good, right? Like your opponent dying is great. So yeah, I do prefer running crits, which also help against the deck out issue. But in Japan, they do play very aggressively in Japan when they can. So running draws to help beef up your kind of like defense in a way is not exactly terrible. Like sure, crits are 15k shields, but draws kind of tide you through to the portion of the game where you can get inlet pulses up and draw into pieces where you can get like the full combo going ASAP and then just kind of go from there. So pretty interesting. I think it's pretty cool, and again, did very well. And then his comment was, here are some of the decks we fought with. I used the Magnolia deck. The key point is that I used a lot of cards that can be revived and a lot of draw triggers. It's quite strong, so please try it out. So yeah, I think like getting used to like 7 draws is just very important if you want to actually play this kind of build. You just have to get used to like how you're guarding with your hand, how you use resources pretty much. So pretty cool, right? And then we have Forhara, got 2nd place at standard locals with Zorgnolia. Lost to the Bruce guy because Pandemonium and Solo go Brew, but won both. I got OG'd in also. Prison Play is a homie, and we had a really good fight. So yeah. Okay, good job. Again, the Magnolia. You can see where like the how do you say it? The extra slots come in, right? So cut down on 1 Gynosla. Panthera only at 3, so can kind of put in the Bison and the Gebreg, right? And keeping them real with crits, you know, keeping the opponent real with crits. So yeah, good job, Farah. Good job. Next we have is Zorga. So Zorga actually got a new grade 3, which is pretty important. So far, I don't think we see it really come out into play. This is just a pretty normal Zorga list, not much changes from before. This one though is where we're starting to see the realness of Zorga. The Zorga got like a bunch of new stuff. Apart from the grade 3, it also got a new order, and the order is this one. We can see the order here. This is I think it's like Clouded Miasma is what they call it. And the Clouded Miasma is actually pretty good. It is a CB1 cost, but what it does is that it resurrects a card from the drop zone, which is amazing, right? but also you get to give your front row plus 5k. So it fulfills that kind of the despair slot, right? The despair slot, and like it basically fulfills 2 slots, right? It fills 2 slots. Now, you would say, oh my god, it's a CB though, right? But despair and rejection also costs a CB, and it doesn't resurrect it. Sure, it gave more power, but this one just has like better utility, right? It just gives better utility. And what you run headhunters. You run headhunters, so it's like not even that hard, right? It's not even that hard to do, to just like mitigate your CB cost. Yeah. So you have that. You still run like the old stuff, so you still run at least condensation. I think it's very important because it's like a free. It's basically something free that you can use to trigger. So that's cool. You run 4 of the free grade 3. And then you can basically stick a few more other stuff, right? And then you just kind of have a cool deck. Now, the question, I think, right now is a lot of people going, do I run Zorga Graves, which is the new guy, or do I run Old Zorga? And in this build, he decided to run the old Zorga. Why? Why? I can see why. Old Zorga is simple, right? And it does like a very simple thing, which is it just gets something from the drop zone, and that's it. That's it. You don't. There's no other weird gimmick. You just get a card and you're good to go, right? New Zorga gives power, but it has utility. Its main effect has utility, but it does have one big weakness in that it soul blasts 1, and that means less usages for something like your Shadow Cloak, which is very, very important to bounce back important stuff and keeping the game boring, right? Keeping the game boring. But yeah, it's because of that. Graves' second effect is still not bad because you can get back important orders to keep on triggering your Alchemagic every single turn. But the other thing is also, if you don't use that second effect, you don't get to Alchemagic. While the original Zorga just gives you, when you play an order, you get to Alchemagic. So I think that differentiation is very, very important, because you will have bad games where let's say you just run out of soul, or you don't get multiple persona rides off, and then you'll be screwed with the new Zorga. That's pretty much it. You'll be screwed with the new Zorga, but with the old Zorga, you will stay fresh, right? You will stay fresh. You will always take damage. So you'll always be able to CB1 things to get things out, and that's just how it is, right? That's just how it is. So I think in the future we will probably see maybe Zorga Graves come out, just like we'll see different decks, but in terms of like the old Zorga is still good, and in terms like this is the first week, so I think people will just want to keep it easy, keep it fresh, but just get the easy wins that they can, which is the new Cloud Miasma order, which is just nice, right? It's just great. So yeah, pretty cool. I do like this list. It's got the good stuff that old Zorga has, but now has just even slightly better engine. Like, it just gets slightly better. Right? And then lastly, we've got Leonard from KG Hobbies weekly remote tournament. First place was J New with Zorga. So this is just your current Zorga that we have right now, but remember, 3 of these can become new orders when Festival Collection comes out. Second to 4th place. So this is the freeway tie that I was talking about. So we saw the Bavs Sagas, but actually we had a Joshua with Bastion. So maybe this is the only Bastion list we're gonna see today. Right. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, the Bastion lists for all the people thirsty for Bastion. And then we've seen the other 2 lists as well. Right. So cool. And then we had a Flagberg list as well. This is Gravity L. Ikaru Peixoto, first place. Flagberg in the side event for BSF Lisbon. Wish I had also played this in the main event instead of going 1-3 with Greedon Lamau. That's... I have to say it. That's a you problem. This is what happens when you take Greedon into a tournament. That's why no one plays. I don't think... I think even though Greedon got support, I think we rarely see decks with that, right? Because it's just like, why bother? Why bother, right? doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think you should have taken this list. I think, yeah, the Flagbergians, right? They've been very, very passionate about this. And yeah, it's it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. Moving on, we have Team Prison, right? Team Prison, Japanese prison side, right? They've been going okay. They got some new cards. This one is just running the old stuff, which is, yeah, it is what it is, right? You know, the new stuff isn't totally required, but I do think it adds some good options. So here we get to see one of the new cards that came out for Festival Collection. It is the Grade 2 right here. The name of it though is let me double check the name. I think it's Barrage Rutra, right? Barrage Aurora Battle Princess Barrage Rutra, and what she does is actually solves some problems for the overall deck. It's just that when your opponent's unit is retired from the rearguard circle or the guardian circle during the battle that this unit attacks, that retired card goes to the prison. So when you play this, right, you can play this down, you attack with it, you gotta attack into a rearguard just to kill it, or you can just attack into the Vanguard, and then your opponent has like a hard choice, because you don't have to like, although this card, like the one weakness is this card doesn't really get any power, so it's 10k, but you can do something like you can press like going first with this card, like you put it down 10k attack. Your opponent will want to guard it because it is an easy guard, but at the same time, then he just loses a card to prison, and that helps numbers, right? That extra card going to prison makes you hit like the 3 from Seraph Snow that much easier. So I think like giving your opponent a bad option here is pretty nice. Just because like, although personally, right? I don't like letting my opponent choose things, because they will always choose what you dislike the most. But because both choices here are just like that good for you, right? You know, dealing extra damage is usually pretty good. It accelerates the game pretty well. Or just getting an extra card to prison is pretty good too. Since those both effects are good, it definitely I think it's a great include. I think people try and find more ways to include this into the deck, right? And then next we see here we have this is a Chris list, right? This is Chris, Mr. DF. Here's my Daivangasai Trio Tournament top 8 deck list. FesColle was allowed, and the new Grade 2 did a lot of work, reaching the 3 or 10 imprisoned cards mid-battle phase during key turns. Thank you to the homie Isama for letting me at this deck. So you can see here, he's running 3 of the new stuff as well, able to slide it in. Alright, slide it in. Actually, he was able to get away with a lot of cards, right? Able to put 3 of this in. Oh, that's because he's not running Cuff Spring. He's not running Cuff Spring, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, able to put this in. I think it's important. People just need to find more ways to slide this in. So, very, very good job. Very, very good job, DF. And then next here, we have Mikey Kokun, right? Card Shop Pendulum Weekly Rankings Tournament in the Philippines, went undefeated in Swiss, and eventually won everything. So this is cool, right? It's cool. Running two of the not the new orders, but just 2 of the orders that let you just pop your opponent's back row into prison, get rid of those pesky MPEXs, right? So very nice, very nice. Good job, good job. And then next is New York Card Fight. Saturday's winner at Fornum Comics was Greg with Snow. And the comment was, "Don't drop the stope." Make sure they bring a friend to jail. Well, more people in jail is good for you, right? Good for prison. Second place was Ray with Magnolia. Third was Master Chaos of Bruce, and fourth was CF Guru with Snow. So yeah, good job everyone. And this is a high rarity list, right? It's a high rarity list. I mean, I'm running over my I'm looping my words, right? And then the last of the prisons was New York Card Fight again. Sunday's winner at Silk Road Gaming was Ventus with Snow. And this one is the Horny Jail. And then the comment was Acknowledge Me. So second was Andrew G with Babsagra. Third was King with Nirvana. And fourth was Razriel with Magnolia. And yeah, good hustle. Running, again, this was a much more control build though, with the new Grade 3. And I think, isn't New York New York Springfest happening soon as well, which should be pretty cool. Should be pretty interesting seeing the New York card fight scene. All right. See how you guys go. All right, good job, good job. Next, we have one Orfist that we finally see Orfist. Right, we finally see Orfist. Isn't that crazy? Right? Isn't that crazy? This one is running the new Orfist. This is Orfist Regis, right? So it helps you accelerate the order zone. And then the cool thing is, like, you can put the like you just put orders in down. You can accelerate like this the stone order, right? The stone tablet order, and then just try and buff things up as quick as possible, right? As quick as possible. And then just multi-attack, right? Just multi-attack. It has multi-attack now. Isn't that crazy? Well, no, it did have multi-attack before, but now it has like even easier access to multi-attack. So you can play it like quite rushy. I do like them running this grade 2, right? I rate this grade 2 very, very well. So yeah, cool, very, very cool. Finally seeing Orfist again after so many years. Actually just months, but only one. Maybe we'll see more next week, right? Next we have is Gravidia, right? We have Alpaca again winning a local, well, not a local, actually just a CS tournament. Alpaca is the winner of WGP2, so he's been doing well, playing the exact same deck, right? You just know it's the same deck because there's 2 Shurgos. So yeah, this great play, great deck. It's just how it is, right? It is what it is. It's, when you combine 2 good things together, you get 2 good things. Yeah. That's next we have is just another list. This one is a 2 Shurgo one, but it wasn't. I like it. It's, you know, when someone wins, like, oh, this list must be good. Let me test it out, right? So very cool stuff. Next here is another Gravidia world. Yeah. And then yeah, here we go. Rose Velvets, AGC D standard weekly locals. First place was Gravidia Worlds. Yes, I played an English deck in a Japanese tourney. No, I didn't check OT offensively at all. But yeah, no, you can play an English deck, right? It's pretty much the same deck right now still. So as long as it works, right? Actually running 2 of the World Order and 3 Shurgos. It's quite high. 3 Shurgos. But yeah, Gravidia World. It's great. And then we have James Niga posting the Clash of Nations Stoicheia, right? They got 66 players for this. Wow, it's pretty good. And the placing was first place was Gravidia, so this was Kevin V. All right, very cool, 8. This is just a pure list. It's actually a pure list, so very nice, pure list. Second was Seraph, piloted by Seth E. And yeah, Seth, very, very, I guess this is a pretty standard list with just like the 1 extra order. Third was Seraph as well. This was Bailey P. Another Seraph list. This one not running, actually running to the old order. Okay. And then 4th was the Flagberg. All right, the Flagberg. Very, very cool. But then they also have like 5th to 8th place. So we got Margin here with Magnolia. And then we had Ronald M with Nirvana, and then we had AJ with another Seraph coming up, and then we have Tito with another Magnolia. Right, so very nice, very nice. Good showing. I mean, there's like stats here as well. Right, very, very cool. Yeah, wow. Look at that Seraph just taking up so many slots. Actually, Brandgate just taking like half the entire top 8. So, whew, wow. All right, nice. Good job. Then we got some Avas, right? Avas is like 2 different Ava builds. This one is only running 4 of the research, so just only sticking to like 4 orders, which is like, okay, I guess that's all right. But then we have the next one here. We have 6 orders, but hey, it's actually like Prison Ava, which is kind of weird. So you run the 1 and the 2 to get a prison and make a prison, and then you go into Ava. So that's kind of cool. Like, it just searches out one of your cards too, and then you just hope you just draw more of the research, right? Just naturally draw it. Running 2 and 2 split of the perfect guard as well, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, kind of interesting. A fresh idea, right? A fresh idea. Next, we have some lyricals. Right, lyricals. Most of these are just Kairis, yeah, and they're splitting between like a more friend-focused Kairi or not friend-focused Kairi. I think some of these are just more friend-focused. More friend-focused so far. This is actually just this is a powerful list. It's powerful. I think we haven't seen like the powerful list like for a while. I think like first week of Lyrical release we saw it, and then never again. I think it was Herminia. That was her name, right? Yeah, Herminia. So I think we saw like a few in the first week, maybe like one the second week, and after that, never. But now we see it. Like here's one, right? There are more Kairis, right? It's gonna be just Kairis for a lot, right? I think it will be surprised if we don't see Kairi. And then lastly here is not a Kairi. Surprise, surprise, actually Carissa. Cool. Then we can go to the others. So hold up, guys. Lots of Shaman King. We're gonna need to. I need to arrange that study session. Just Elden Ring has been too good. But actually, to be honest, we have a lot of time because I think Shaman King comes out like in August, and even though it's like a really good set in terms of competitiveness, and it's been staying competitive for a while now. I think ever since the first release, it's just been taking names. It was in the winning team as well for for trios. So yeah, it's just ever since set 2 Shaman King come out. I mean, we've been seeing more of this green guy, right? More. He's like a Revenger, I think. Yeah, he's a Revenger. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of this guy. Here he is again. It's literally just been Shaman King. It's been Shaman King like crazy. Like how many? I think there's like it's for like 14 Shaman King list, right? This week. So we're just gonna go through them pretty quickly. Except this one. This guy doesn't want to load. Right? Yeah. Cool. But yeah, Shaman King taking it home. Yeah. Here's another one too. Cool. But then here is Poseidon, right? Here's a Poseidon list from Valkyrie. I think this and Shaman both got released at the same time as well. So clearly there is one that is way more popular than the others, and here's an Adam list. And then we have a Monster Strike list. So cool. Moving on to V, right? Here we have Gritchu with the Raging Fall deck. Top 8 at Team Killer Shop with Revenge's VMC qualifier. Thank you to my bud Fades for lending me the deck. Made it to top 8. But yeah, just good old Raging Form with the one. Actually, 2 Leofals and 1 Branwyn. Yeah, so nice. Revenge is technically getting some more support. We saw what was the name again? Mordred Phantom? Not Mordred Phantom. Drag Ruler, that's right. But it was Mordred Phantom support. Right, so very, very cool. Next we have is John Tan at the hobby-based shop tournament. First place was Gurgit. Right, very, very cool Gurgit deck. Just been doing very, very well recently. Everyone liking Gurgit. Gurgit on the rise, man. With 1 Percival, he's come back. Imagine if he had 4. We'll be back to a lot like is it 2020? Was it 2020? It was 2020, yeah, 2020. Zen and Storm, TKS VMC qualifier. Second place was Renzin's. And then Card Nation VMC qualifier was first place was 0-2 Best Girl. Both of them. Oh, so okay. So the first one, Renzin's, is I Love Brian, and the second one was I Love Lucas. Both of them love each other. Both were using my deck. Yeah, that's really nice, right? Yeah, you give your deck here. Get second. Here's my deck again. Gets first. Yeah, winning. Feeling good. Oh wait, is SP Gurgit as well? I think it is. Can you get higher? I think you can get higher rating than this, right? Just like the max slash slowing you down, because like the only common in the entire deck. Very, very cool. Good job. Well, good job to you for letting it out, right? And good job to the players for winning and doing well. Landon Hikak at Hanoi. First was Vanguard tournament. So there's a tour. So Vietnam Vanguard tour. First was Fenrir, played by Leong Tamin. Just Fenrir Vanagana with Regalia. It's just been working. It's the age-old Fenrir build, I guess. Second was Yasuo, played by Pham Kong Doi, right? With which Yasuo, right? Yasuo. Third was Highlander. Wow, look how small this list went. Like the one-ups. By Minhyu, Nguyen Minhyu, right? And then third was Majesty Lord Blaster Mix with Jewel Knight, all right? Jewel Knight MLB, played by Kiet, right? Is that? I think we should know third place, right? I think is it him? Yeah, but yeah, very good job, everyone. Nice to see you guys having fun, right? At the Vanguard tour, right? I think it's gonna go through like different cities for the rest of the year. I know there was one in America. I saw the American one. Yeah. Gravity L. Andre Lima, first place Fenrir at Bouchard Springfest Lisbon. And missing a crit trigger. Yeah, it's supposed to have 8 crits. So there, yeah. I think maybe it's like covered by something, or he just forgot to put it in. Yeah, it's first place Fenrir list, right? Is it running with the Yatagarasu? Alright, with the Yatagarasu. So cool, right? Very nice. I think we saw this on Monday. So cool. Very good job. Then we had Malkuth Melik list from Japan, which is nice. Filling in the angel feather slots, right? When Hamil died. But guess what? We had another one from Greg. So made it into third place with Team Naya with Nuno Raimundo in Lisbon Springfest with Malkuth Melik matchup. Malkuth Melik. And the matchups, they actually went pretty good. He went X1. Only lost to a Thavis. Really glad of what I accomplished with the deck. So yeah, Malkuth Melik again. But then guess what? He's a third Malkuth Melik. Alright, this is Valgil with the Aqua OCG Championship, third place out of 16 players. Deck used Malkuth Melik. Made it to top cuts, basically. Glory Maelstrom is such a pain in the butt. Well, yeah, he lost to Glory Maelstrom. But yeah, that is 3 Malkuth Meliks this week. What kind of timeline are we living in, you know? Do we expect this to come up? Three Malkuths? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Moving on, we've got a Japanese Blade Master list here. Yeah, it's Blade Master. Good old Blade Master with Dauntless. And then a random waterfall, right? Random waterfall. Right, so very cool. Then we had Ignacio in the Imperial Gaming and Collectibles Southington, I think it's Connecticut. Right, V Premium top 3 was Greg with Vanquisher. Yep, good old Vanquisher list. Then second was Hunter with Maelstrom. And then, well, third was Evan with Musketeer as well. So here's the Musketeer list. Actually, just not running Cecilia reverse, right? I feel like even though you run Vera, but every deck runs Vera, in V at least, the Cecilia at least gets you do some multi attacks, right? Which would be pretty good. But yeah, let's look at the Maelstrom list. Yeah, here's the Hunter with the Maelstrom list. And yeah, I think this is a pretty standard list now with Maelstrom, because ever since they got like, I don't know, it's weird, right? It's weird. Although you have the reverse, I still think Glory is like really good. But I guess he's running like crits. He's running crits and not something like fronts. Fronts just kind of make everything really annoying and lame to guard with the Glory. But you know, when you're running like reverse Maelstrom, you kind of want to run crits. It's just much more scary. But yeah, okay, cool, very nice. And then Fortune, it's Hanzo week, baby. We got a whopping 2 Hanzo players entering V Casual this week, and I was the highest placing of them with a 3rd place finish. When protect to every round because it's the best gift. I love half a force marker. Yeah, okay. Actual thoughts though, the deck isn't bad. New promo is a lifesaver and opens up so many plays. Fun deck, but dies to field control and meta. Very beefy Garzo, 50k intercept hits different. I like it, it says dice to meta. Yeah. All right, but yeah, Hanzo's cool. Right, Hanzo's cool. Nice. Is that a Bidoof sleeve? Cool, very nice. Then we have Gravidia again. Ikaru Peixoto second place, playing Spino Gaia. This is at Lisbon as well. Very cool, right? Savage Mercenary, able to just pop off. 4 Savage Shooters, yeah, very nice. If you get this combo, if you get this 2 combo, you just win. So cool. Very good job. And then here we have the Happy Tofu card game channel again. Gado Gamer Secret Shop in the Philippines. First place Pale Moon deck by Tommy Tay. Right, so this is the Liquid, right? Silverthorn, right? Very cool deck. Very cool deck. Came first. Very nice. Then we had Arc and Card Zone. Results from this week's tournament here at Arc and Card Zone in the Philippines. First was Michael Chow with Gear Chronicle, Chronojet. So yeah, Chronojet, very nice. Second was Steven with Aquaforce, right? Aquaforce, Troop Shoot Assaults. These are so expensive right now. I think that they just keep on going up in price. It's actually insane. I only have one myself. And then third we have Jarek with Bermuda Prisms, right? Yeah, the Prisms. It's just that good, right? It's just that good. So good job. All right, good job everyone. Then we had Josh managed to get top 4 with Spike Brothers in the TKS VMC qualifiers. And then with Spike Brothers, wow, yeah, Spike Brothers, we haven't seen this in a while. Rising Nova combo, not running any Dudley Emperors or anything like that, I guess. Just a good old, with the dead heat Bull Spike, I think, yeah, Bull Spike. And then just the Lucifer, right? This is like a kind of, this feels like an older combo, right? But it just works. Right? But yeah, otherwise, I'm just running just a good old Spike stuff, pretty much. Good old Spike stuff. Make multi-attacks, move your force markers, move the football, right? And just win. So yeah, good job, Josh. Then we had some Stargate decks. We had the Dimension Police. This one's the Japan list. Running a bit of everything, right? Only 2 Great Dayusha. We've got the Diarm, which is always cool. And then just 0, right? But then we also had a Link Joker list. So this is Team Generation's Gotham City Games V Premium Tournament. First was Alec with Messiah. Just straight up, no weirdo Messiah, just straight up Messiah. I think we've been seeing some Chaos Messiahs, but yeah, just go full Messiah. All right, full Messiah. Second was Eric with PBO. Nice. Okay, PBO. A not Luard, pretty much. That means you can run like things like the mains, bendies, yeah, spear right up and go. Third was Tyson with Overlord. Overlord. Straight up works. And then fourth was Olivia with Prisms. Alright, Prisms. Cool. Very nice. So good job. And then we had some Megacolony lists. So we got Landon again with the Vietnam Vanguard tour. This time I think it's Cantho. Right. Top 1 was Beatrice. So first place was Beatrice. So just the ghosty build. Right. Ghosty build. And then in second place was Dungaree. What? Really? Where's the Dungaree? And it's over there. Okay, Dungaree. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Nice. And then third was Amon Gastile. Right. Amon Gastile. Okay. So yeah, Amon's there, and then the Gastile there. I guess you. Yeah. I guess you do. You hit that slot so big, you can hit Gastile, then you hit Hobondom, you can hit everything. You're like, oh, you're dead. Very, very cool. Then we got Gravidia again. Miguel Anjos in second place with the Night Rose. And then here, Night Rose. It works. Guess what, guys? Night Rose is good. So this was first runner-up, so second place. Yeah, cool, good job. And then we got Outer Orange, undefeated with Ghosties, went 3-0. Mondays are usually chiller, but still good. I wanted to test the VMC list as it's a slower mill version of mine. I actually really like it. Okay, that's good. All right, this WGP list, I think first place in Japan, right, was Ghosties for V Premium or V Standard. So yeah, it was just running maxed out draws, right? Maxed out draws, 12 draws, and just good. I think like a lot of people when they look at this, they go, "Hey man, where's the Nitros?" When I see Granblue, I expect Nitros, but hey, Ghosties took it home, and apparently it's not bad. So I think people should just give it a try, give it a go, right? Very nice. We got Neo here from Japan, just running Prism list. I guess they're picking up, right? Come on, yeah. You have full power. You have full power prisms. Just a bit more, and you found true power. You know, true power. You got Mervin. I took longer and more tries than others, but I finally made it. VMs looks like you finally got a. Oh, you recorded basically every single thing, but I think Mervin was just trying to top 2 at least, right? And eventually at Zark Games he came first just to qualify for the VMC finals. But he took unbanned Highlander Prism, right? Because he can. It's the Japan format. All right, so good stuff. And then we have Outer Orange again. This one was from I think last week. 4-0 at locals, undefeated, same deck as the one I took to Chicago BSF. Thanks to the games, matches was solid as always. So this one is Prism with a dash of Riviere and a Referade at the top one. All right, so very interesting. Like a bit of everything. That's pretty cool. Right, good job. Fat Free Sentinel Games, 3rd place in Swiss, playing is this Bermuda Highlander as well, because this is Japanese format. That's right, it is. Yeah, I mean, if you can take it, why wouldn't you take it? It's just that good. We got Chronicle VMC qualifiers, came top 8, right? Played Melody just because why not? Could have played better record, but Brick plus misplays go bro. Sad no VMC finals, but good luck to the other playables. Didn't make top 2. It sucks. And here's the Melody list. This is basically the thing that Crew always plays. Never wants to play Prism, always Melody, right? Or Highlander. Actually, I think Highlander might have been better, to be fair. But you gotta go where you want to go, right? You gotta play what you want to play. And if it's Melody, it is Melody. Running had to stick in like Sednas to replace Meep. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think maybe you don't need the Lees a lot, right? Maybe you just don't need Lees. Just run more of the what was the name now? The red girl, Fina, right? More Fina. Yeah, these are just the small weird instructions. Nothing replaces Meep, right? Nothing replaces Meep. It is what it is. But yeah, good job, man. Good job. So here we see we're in premium now, and we get to see a Narukami list. It is actually Dungaree. So this is from Nicholas Jacobus. Got 2nd place in Mola Weekly Premium Tournament. Deck used was Dungaree. And just an interesting thought, right? This isn't the new premium collection. We don't get to see the Exterminate Dragon and the G-Guard. But I think in premium in Japan, one of the clan aces was running a Dungaree list too. So Dungaree seems like it has some pretty decent promise, at least in a premium, especially since it works well with like the G-Guard there. So it might be something to investigate. So very cool, very good job. I like Dungaree. A lot of people like Dungaree too. It was surprising to say because the deck wasn't really that great as well originally, but that's the charm. That's why people like it now, right? That's why people like it now. Then we had you. It's been a long time since I played in a P tournament. This is the Mola Premium tournament, and playing Gear Chronicle. So this is kind of like a V Gear Chronicle build with some time leap elements like Melum here, and just the Dran, right? Dran, TikTok. So very cool. And the G Zone, yeah, it's just the more modern day G Zone, right? Finally realized why I need to take one Mystery Flare. One Mystery Flare to randomly to randomly win games when you're like very far behind. Oh, unless you mean the OG grade 4 mystery flare. Well, not the OG. I mean the fake stride grade 4. Which one? Which mystery flare actually? Because both of them do randomly allow you to win. Except the new one is gives you that extra turn anyway. So cool, very good job. The next we have is Yusei Vanguard. Second place shop tournament premium format with Gear Chronicle Time Leap. And then wow, okay, that's so many Gear Chronicles recently. This one running a few more like old Chrono Dragon G, right? Chrono Dragon G. That's cool. That's cool. That's yeah. Atar as well. Wow. These are some very old, very look at this, Geek Groovy and Ragnarok. That combo, man. And then just with like the history build, yeah. Wow, Cronus Command Revolution. And these are some nostalgic cards, yo. Some nostalgic cards. Yeah, second place is pretty good, man. Second place is pretty good. Good job, man. Then Reiko Minamoto beat down Toy and Hobby Store CFV Premium Tournament results last April. Champion was Order Colony, right? The new Boogeyman. Should Ghidorah get banned? I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure a lot of us have some big opinions. First runner up is Gurgit. Okay, a Gurgit list, Gurgit premium list. Yeah. Is this the way now for premium gold paladins? Just Gurgit, right? Okay. And then second runner up was Great Nature, and this is the Great Nature G Zone, right? And then here is the main deck here. So you got the big bellies, and the rhinos. Very standard grade 3 lineup right now. Yeah. Restand your rhinos. And then lastly, we have a Singapore's best Luard playing Dimension Please. Yeah, I think Dimension Please is quite cool. I really like people taking in the new Battle Princess grade 3. That kind of like makes it annoying for your opponent. Yeah, and guess what? I mean, today they also revealed the reverse Dayusha, which is very sick. I like it. I think it shows a lot of promise. And this is prem collection, by the way. So this deck isn't full power as well. We don't have the new Stride. We don't have the new G-Guard, which is amazing. I think Dimension Police is actually eating quite well. They like, because of the G-Guard as well, they can get away with running slightly less grade 3s too, I think. So yeah, you got Heal Guardians, you got the new G-Guard. It's just looking great. It's honestly looking really good. So I think you have to really be careful of Dimension Please. I hope you guys can afford Geomagnuses though. That's the top thing. So yeah, that is it this week. I somehow was able to ramble on for a very long time, even though there wasn't that many decks to talk about. Next week, I think we will go back to being a bit more normal, and we might be able to see even more new decks as well. So keep an eye out for that. But that is it for this week. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, if you want to submit deck lists, #VGTopDecks in Twitter, or if you don't have social media, you can post it on our Discord channel. There's a channel for that. So yeah. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this week's top decks, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.